There we go. My maps are back. All right.
Yay!
Okay, so the fourth item is a 1 pound obsidian snuff box with carvings on it depicting all manner of wild beasts: bear catching fish out of a river, deer nearby in a forest with owls in the trees, and bees flying overhead. And it is worth 40 GP and weighs 1 pound.
Oh, very nice, says Calamar, and he puts that down, and then he starts to get out the new thing. The interesting thing that just happened is Jesse was like, I can barely, I gotta get healed, and so next turn she will go get healed. But that'll do my turn.
Okay. Next up is Asher. Wow, look at that.
All right.
I can pan
So-
scan like a wonder now that I'm not using the VTT enhancement suite.
Oh. Alright, so Asher is still bathing. Is she able to complete that in this round?
Yeah, if you speed bathe, you can get it done in 1 minute, I guess.
Oh, it's 1 minute. Yeah. No, she's gonna take her time. It's been a while, so she's washing her hair, doing a scrub. Did they leave soap in here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So she's trying to get weeks of grime off of her. She's taking her time.
Yeah.
There's really nobody to interact with, so that's probably gonna be all I'm doing.
You hear a knock at the door.
And then I shout through the door. I'm like, "Don't come in!" But who is it?
It's me, ma'am, Jim Astonbrass.
Oh yeah, man. Okay. If you're in danger, you can come in. If not, you can tell me through the door.
I was just wondering if you need any help.
Bathing?
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
You can watch my back, I guess.
Oh, okay. Rightio then.
Can I ask a question? Is a indentured cleric, is he automatically someone else's problem for the next 2 years, or could he be, recruited as a henchman?
If he breaks his sentence or busts out illegally,
Indenture, whatever.
I guess. Or I suppose, you could probably pay off his fine, but like he said, the king is not very interested in money. But hey, you could probably persuade the king like you persuade other NPCs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he attractive?
The cleric?
Hey, keep swinging, you'll eventually hit out the park.
I'm just saying, like.
He's about average.
Okay.
Actually, slightly above average. By about
Yeah,
3 or 4
baby.
points. Yeah. By about 3 or 4 points.
So Asher kind of looks at him and she's like, are you really wanting to wash my back, or do you want to talk away from like prying eyes? And she kind of holds an arm over her breasts.
Oh, probably a little bit of both, I guess.
Okay. And so she, like, with only like a half-hearted attempt at modesty, she kind of like sits on her knees in the bathtub with her arm over her breast, and she's like, "All right, let's get down to business. What is it you need?"
Well, you're rather attractive elf, and I was wondering, do you have a husband?
No.
That's an entire conversation in that one syllable.
I was supposed to get married, and he was very nice. He is very nice. He's alive. Yeah, he's very nice. But I was gonna do it. I was going to, and then I did not. So presumably I still have a fiance. Depending on how receptive he was to my note about how I was gonna go to explore the world and then come back eventually. We're elves. We get like a long time for that sort of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, I guess if you look at it that way, I suppose so.
I mean, am I really gonna settle down at my age? I'm still young.
Was he another gray elf like yourself?
Sure, yeah.
Oh. Would you ever consider possibly being with someone who's not?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not married yet, right? But you seem nice. I mean, it's not like I'm not picky. Let me finish my bath. Let's chat a while. Let's see where things go. You seem nice.
Oh, sure. Me mate's outside. We've got our watch shift tonight. It starts in about a little over 2 hours from now, but perhaps you care to accompany me tonight and we could talk while I work? Unless you're too tired, of course.
No, that sounds like an adventure. That's pretty much that's why I left Lucilia City, was to have adventures. So, I mean, now you're speaking my language, man.
Yeah, it's usually mostly beating up thugs and whatnot, scaring off courtesans from the street corners, and healing sick bums and whatnot.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's do it.
All
Mind if I
right.
bring a friend or two if they're interested?
Oh, sure. I suppose that would be fine. I'll ask the sergeant.
Sounds good. Thanks, man.
All right.
And then and she reaches over and like hands him a wash rag, and it's like, I guess we'll finish this bath and see where things go.
All right. Like this, and he starts lathering up the wash rag with soap and water.
Yeah, so you're on a roll. Keep it up, man.
Rightio. Okay. Next up is Gromnar.
Ramna is attempting to find this armor. Does he hear anything at this point that sounds like ting ting?
Yeah, you hear ting 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 coming from the east. It is it's a
So still further along than where he is.
yeah, it's a few more streets down to the east.
He's just making sure that I didn't pass by inadvertently.
Farmer's Armors, there it is. So you can hear it coming from here.
Okay, so he's still got a ways to go. He's just at a job.
Yeah. Okay.
And damn, your performance improved, because usually you'd have to wait a few seconds to see where I was.
Yeah. Yes. I zoomed out a bit, and yeah, I can see a lot of stuff. Like you said, my performance did improve. I think I'm just gonna write an API that allows me to just skip to the token that has the turn. You know, it'll automatically pan. I don't know how to write that, but I'll have to write it because that VTT enhancement suite is useless.
If you have time, get in touch with Gold. He's the one that I was talking.
Oh, right. He uses the. Yeah, I know which one he uses.
Like you said, as soon as he advances the turn order, it shift pings right to this.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want one that complicated. That one has the crosshairs on it and everything, and
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, gotcha. It's just a...
I'll just have to write my own. That's really simple, and that's all it does. So I think you can use 4 different API routines at a time, and I'll just write one for that. Okay. End of round. Baron's polymorph, followers polymorph. Getting close to 3. Blue Dot Calamar's mom. Boy comes back with Terra in a while. Calamar's Read Magic has a bit. Gravo's torch is still burning. First up is Velcane.
Okay, Gravo's finishing up. Walk back to, or I guess more like a jog back.
I guess you would see Gromnar in the distance. I'm not sure where Gravo is right now.
I just got to the entrance. I didn't think I saw any tokens as I walked by the bottom of the inn.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It was way back here that you saw him. So right about here, and he was straight north of you.
I might not have saw him just because of how dark it is. I don't think my light shined that far.
No, his light is shining like daylight, so he's right over here.
Okay. And I guess Gravo would have kind of seen him, noted it down. And then Gravo will kind of put out his torchlight and take a seat down at one of these tables.
Okay. It still has 21 rounds on it.
21 rounds, okay.
Alright, so you sit down, and Karen Glor's right across the table from you. And in the corner of the room, you see this tax collector counting coins and like writing stuff down. And he starts pounding the table, like pounding it like he's angry. And then he goes back to, shakes his head, and he starts counting coins again. And this rather attractive good wife comes up to you and says, she says, so she says to you, she says, she says
What can I get you, young sir? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Mic check. Is my voice changer working?
Yes.
Yeah.
What can I get you, young sir?
A pint of ale and some food. I don't know what you guys have cooking back there.
Well, in about 2 hours, the banquet will be done. We've got roast chickens, roast pig, roast beef, and roast mutton. All for one gold coin per person.
Okay. Then I'll order two. One for me and if you could take a plate of some of the stuff to my acquaintance sleeping in your second in room back there. He was badly injured, so I don't think he wants to walk out here. But if you could take a plate back to him, I'll give you 3 gold pieces for the convenience.
Right, that'll be 3 gold coins.
Okay, and he hands over 3 gold coins.
Very well. I'll just get right onto your ale.
Okay, thank you.
Right-to-yo, good sir. Right-to-yo. Coming right up in a jiff. Always in a hurry round here. Got a pitcher. I forgot to charge for the pitcher.
How much for the pitcher?
Whatever the player's handbook says.
Find that. I'll just have her, because I don't think it's more than 1 gold coin, right? He'll just hand over 1 gold coin for, it's like a tip on it.
Probably, that's probably good enough, I think. And,
Pitcher of wine is 2 SP. Is that what you got? Wine?
ale.
Yeah.
Oh, ale per gallon is 2 silver.
Okay, yeah. So he'll just hand over 1 gold piece as a
Thank you
tip.
for the quite generous tip. I'll get you a nice, how about a stein? You look like the sort of fella that would drink from a stein.
Oh, yes, that sounds good.
Here you are, sir. And your pitcher. Let me just pour that for you. Yes, sir. Right. Anything else I can get you, young sir?
No, I think I'm good for right now.
And thank you again for your generous tip. We always do appreciate a good, fat tip here at the Red Carpet Inn and Stables.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Right, sir. Okay,
anything else from Velcane and Company?
I guess Gravel would kind of ask this tax collector, like, what seems to be the problem I see you banging over here?
Well, I just can't figure it out. I've got to come up with 153 gold, because that's what I've supposedly collected so far. But it looks like I can't quite put my finger on it, but I think someone might have slipped in a copper instead of a gold, because I'm exactly 99 copper behind. I can't figure it out, and I don't know who would have done it either. I mean, I've done my rounds for this month, you know, with it being the end of the month, and see, in my district, which is this district here, the arcade, there's only a couple of people I think that could have pulled it off.
Who are you looking at? What do they do?
Oh, well, there's sort of, you know, shady types that hang around these parts at night, you know, and, well, there's this one tough customer that I run into every once in a while, and he's got shifty eyes, he does, and he's got these slick hands of his. I can never quite follow him, you know, whilst I'm talking to him, and, well, I think when he was trying to pay his taxes, he might have slipped in a copper instead of a gold. You see. But it could have been someone else, I suppose. In fact, I think he usually comes in right around this time of day. Him and his entourage.
Well, if you need help with talking to this fella, I can help you out.
Well, speak of the devil. And right as that guy says that, this dude steps in to the pub, and he looks around, clears his throat, nods to the good wife, and takes a seat in the corner. Goes right by the asheras and sits down, and some of his buddies come in right after him. And they take a look around, and it's like two middle-aged men, a younger boy, and a younger girl. And the two middle-aged men, they sit at the table with that first guy that came in, and the middle-aged woman goes over to the bar, and then the little boy starts walking around the room, kind of, and he looks like he's got shifty eyes on him. Okay, next up is Varen and Company.
Varen is purely in damage control mode right now.
Okay.
Currently, they're starting to sell. I'm hoping they're starting to sell down at least.
Yeah, let's see. Moors, Raymond, Onras, and Lazarus are pretty much struggling to stay awake now. And you notice this group of people just came into the bar, or the pub, and one of them took up a table in the corner behind your table, and you notice this weird smirk he gets on his face as he looks at the other two gentlemen sitting at the table, And they look at him and they get big smiles on their faces. And the guy points down, like between his legs or something. And he reaches down and he pulls out a sack, a burlap sack, and he puts it on the table. And as he sets it down, you can hear the sack jink with coin inside. And right when he does, he opens up the bag and he looks inside, and he goes this weird, deep sigh, like of surprise. And he looks at the other two guys, and he winks at them. And then they look over at the gal at the bar, and one of them gives her the thumbs up, and she goes to Mr. Lardwick, the barkeep. She goes, she says,
A full round on me. For everyone.
Yeah, and when this is all being done, Varen checks his pockets.
yeah, everything seems to be there.
You know, so will Dean, I guess, help them check their pockets. They all sell their stuff.
Yeah, yep. And the good wife gets this excited look on her face. And she starts pouring like wines and ales and beers and distributing them around the room at different tables, like a chicken with their head cut off. Karen Glor's over here drinking beer. The boys drinking. Your guys are all drinking. She brings wine, or not wine, but beers and ales by, because you're all drinking beers and ales and whatnot. And then she kind of goes back to her little post at the edge of the bar there, or sorry, at the meat. She's grilling meat, or she's got meat on a spit. Yeah, whatever those are called. Okay. Anything else from Varen and Company?
Yeah, they're going to take the drinks with a smile, then not actually drink them.
Okay.
What? They're drunk. That's
Good
a
move.
question.
Next up,
They're drunk.
next up is Leifon Show. Brad, are you there? Brad. Okay. Next up is Calamar and Company.
Sorry, I started talking and the mic was off. Calamar is going to start appraising art number 5. I think I said that right. Check. Efficiency. A success.
Okay. All right. So it's a painting that is framed in platinum filigree.
Ooh.
And it's depicting halfling maidens preparing a feast for some kind of
Ooh.
seasonal festival. So there's like roast pig with on platters with apple in its mouth and greens along the edge, and
Yeah.
you know, chickens and whatnot, and roast beef and mutton chops and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, getting me
Sirloin,
hungry.
Beef sirloin, steaks, and yummy stuff, and baked potatoes and boiled vegetables and things, and it weighs about 10 pounds, and its worth is 1,000 GP.
Ooh, this one is very nice. He says as he carefully puts it over on the bed and picks up the next one. I also want Jessie to. She goes flutter over to the room, and she goes, still invisible. Hey, Dean.
Yeah.
Heal me, please, because I'm about to die.
Vern.
I'm right here.
Vern, can I heal her? Varen.
Sorry, mic suck. We
Varen.
probably should.
Can I heal her? Okay. Let's see here. Where are you, Jizzy?
I'm practically.
I can't.
I'm
see.
right here, and she comes and bumps up against him a couple of times. So
Well, damn it, come
I'm
invisible
practically
then.
dead, dude. I'm practically dead.
Damn it, come
Why
invisible.
don't you be patient?
Okay. And she just sits there and occasionally beats him up across the arm with her wings and waits for him to heal her. And I guess and Tuana is taking a bath in the master bedroom or in the honeymoon suite. She's getting really nice and fragrant for Calamar, but other than that, I think that's my move. So, yay.
She likes smelling like mushrooms for Calamar.
I think this is just regular soap, but okay. Now, if she'd had any sense, she'd have gone and asked Calamar, because Calamar has lavender soap, but she didn't ask him, so just using regular old soap.
Velkane's sitting there watching Tirana take her clothes off. For some reason, he's in the honeymoon suite with her.
Not safe for work episode.
Turns out now we know why Velkane's so creepy. He's a pervert.
He's pervert. No, she's like, she takes off all her clothes and starts to step in the bath, and she turns to Skylar. Oh, hello. Hello, my kin from below. I'd really like to do this alone, if you don't mind.
Well, I wasn't here to cleanse some objects. But I guess I'll redo it somewhere else.
Well, actually, Calamar is in a different room, and he's got all the objects laid out there. The master bedroom or whatever was where all of Calamar's followers were sleeping.
Oh well, I thought we were doing the thing in this big room where we had more space. But I guess I'll pick up everything else and move along.
The big room is the honeymoon suite.
Yeah.
There is a.
But she doesn't think anything. She doesn't think there's anything wrong with him seeing her. You know, because
Naked.
we see each other naked all the time. But she would like it if you would leave now.
Well, once my arbitrary turn is back to my turn, I will leave the room.
Yeah, you think so? Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Anything else for Calamar Company?
That's it.
Okay. Next up is Asher.
Alright, so Asher is continuing to bathe and presumably is doing it twice as fast now that she has some help.
Oh yeah,
And yeah, as she, she is finally content that she's clean enough, and so she gives herself a good rinse and stands up and not covering herself. She turns to was it Jim?
yeah. He gets a big old smile on his face, and like reaches over to the chair to pick up the towel, and then brings it back over and hands it to you.
Remember, people, mature thieves, not mature people.
Asher gives herself a cursory wipe down and then wraps the towel around just her hair. And then walks over to her clothes and separates the weapons and the belt pouch and everything and puts it on the chair, and then puts the clothes outside the door for the to be picked up for laundry, and then finally stops in front of the bed and asks, "Do you have a safe word?"
He goes, yeah, it's hammer.
All right, let's do this.
Bow wow. So he gets a big old smile on his face, and he turns around and closes the door. And then everything fades to black.
Yep.
All right. Next up is Gromnar.
Which direction from there am I hearing?
Let's see. Just right beyond that lean-to. So this one right here. And you step inside, and there's like a pile of hay and feed and stuff. And you come to a room that has a torch inside. Looks like there's stock of armor inside it. And then in the center room, you see a man beating some kind of plate in shape. And he, I guess he turns his head and sees you out of the corner of his eye, and then he turns around fully, and he's got this like 1 foot wide by 1 foot wide metal plate in between some tongs that it looks like he was hammering on a an anvil with some kind of well, almost like a warhammer, like a mallet type of hammer, and it's the metal is red hot, and he says, "Oh, what can I do for you?"
Gromnar need metal skin.
You what?
Gromnar need metal skin.
Oh, metal skin. Oh, right, like plate mail. Well, you're sort of a big fella, ain't you?
But Gromnar told you farmer.
Say what?
You farmer, right?
My father was the farmer. My name is Farmer. I'm an armorer. That's why it's called Farmer's Armors.
Right, right. Gromnar told you make metal skin.
Yeah, I do, but you're sort of a big fella, ain't you? I've never made armor for a big fella like you. I guess it'll take longer and cost more. I suppose I could do it, though. I've got all the pieces. I just need to make I guess a larger cuirass.
Gromnar want the kind that metal strips go across. He's attempting in his childlike way to describe bandit armor.
Oh, banded mail. Okay. Oh, you mean that ancient sort of banded mail? Yeah, I suppose I could make that.
And when Gromnar get metal skin?
Let's see. Well, it takes weapon and armor. Let's see. The equipment list reflects the price of a suit of armor, including an appropriate helmet made for any normal player character race. Although a halfling is much smaller than a human and needs a smaller suit, there are fewer armorers available to meet such specialized needs. Thus, the armor for a halfling is as expensive as that for a human. Armor for non-standard sizes and shapes is going to cost significantly more and must be custom made. This is not the kind of thing one can pick up at the local store. When armor is found during the course of an adventure, the players should note that the creature who wore the armor previously, while a human-sized character might be able to wear the armor of a gnoll, it will do little good for a halfling. Likewise, the armor of a giant is of little use to anyone. Armor size also reflects the weight of the armor, if the optional encumbrance system is used. The weights listed on the table are for human-sized armors. Small armors weigh half the amount listed, while large armor weighs 50% more.
Yep.
And I think large armor costs twice as much.
That's about what I was assuming.
Let's see here. So, if you want banded mail, that's going to cost you 400 GP. It's going to take me about 12 weeks to make it. And it's going to weigh about, well, probably about 52 pounds.
Gromnar not have that many gold pieces. Gromnar only have these silver type pieces. I think Asher called platinum.
You notice that none of your platinum is there. In fact, the entire sack that you kept your platinum in is gone, along with the 7 silver pieces that were mixed in with it.
Oh, hell no!
Oh no!
Gromnar somehow lost an entire.
You got lockpick fella, belt pouched fella.
No, Gromnar has 2 large sack/saddlebags tied up with 50 feet of rope around his.
Yeah, the part that's tied up, you notice has been cut.
Interesting. He didn't notice a 30 pounds worth of gear just suddenly disappearing off of his.
Something about walking through snow. Yeah. It's,
Oh well. Never mind. Gromnar no.
Actually,
Wait.
it's probably awful, but here's a question. You know what? It would be metagaming. Never mind.
Wait a minute. Did you say you had a silvery metal or something?
Yes, Gromnar had big sack with lots of what Asher called plat.
You had platinum coins, and it was attached to this rope here.
Yes.
This part what's cut off.
Seems Gromnar dropped somewhere. Gromnar go find.
Wait. Who did you run into anyone on the way over here? From wherever you're staying?
Gromnar see man with 4 other men, and he proceeds to describe.
So you say it's a bald guy and 2 middle-aged men, a young boy, and a girl. That sounds familiar.
If that's who he ran into, then yes. That's why I rolled the wisdom check.
Yeah. If I were you, I'd inform the night watch that you've been had. And I think that guy usually stays around the red carpet inn around this time of day. Right at dinner time. I've seen a guy looking like that around there before.
If you know who this is, then you show Gromnar.
Look, I like you, Gromnar. I'm going to start on your armor even though you don't have what you need to pay me with. Alright? And I wish you the best of luck in getting your jink back.
And Gromnar kinda looks at him, pats the hilts of his swords, and says, Gromnar, be. And that would be it until his next.
Right. Okay. Next up is Velcane. And company. Velcane, are you there? Okay, next up is Varen and Company. James, you there?
Valkyne just dropped into AFK, and James isn't even in voice.
Oh, James is not in voice right now? Okay. Let's take a 5-minute break, and we'll have the finale of our session today. Be right back in 5. Alrighty.
Actually, James just dropped from roll 22.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yo, Gromnar's gonna go to jail. Gromnar's gonna kill some.
Velcane, are you there?
Yeah, I got kicked. As I was talking, I got put into the AFK room, and I had this whole thing going. Well, he kind of like leaves the room begrudgingly, kind of like grumbling to himself that he was sitting there for like 20 minutes doing this, and now he's got to start the whole process back over again. And he moves them all into the room Kalmar's in, kind of sits down, kind of a little annoyed that he has to start the 8-hour process over again.
Okay. Shannon, you notice Velcane's got an annoyed look on his face. Shannon, you there? Calamar, Shannon. Okay, yeah, let's take a 5-minute break. It looks like everyone has pretty much taken a 5-minute break. So we'll be back in 5, and hopefully some of our players will be back. Be right back.
James just sent a message on Discord. His computer's restarted.
Okay, he'll be done in 5 minutes, hopefully.
So Asher, how is the guy doing? Huh? Yeah, baby. Wow.
Shannon, we might be losing Gromnar to
I heard. Yeah, I'm trust me, when Calamar finds out that first you'll get your armor, and second we're gonna go find that guy and kick his ass.
yeah, Gromnar's not even gonna bother to find anybody from the group. He's
Oh
going
no. He's gotta let Calamar know, because Calamar will kick it. Calamar will go kick his ass. He'll find the guys and kick his ass.
Well, see, Gromnar had some bad intentions. He kind of gave in to his.
I couldn't hear you over the barking. What?
Excited bulldogs. Kids just got home.
Oh.
Aww.
Well, Gromnar kind of. Gromnar was kind of going to give in to some ogre tendencies. Even when they're away from the ogres, they have a tendency to be greedy, and he was carrying around quite a bit.
Well, he should really think about, maybe he should roll a wisdom check or an intelligence check or something, because wisdom would be better.
Well,
because Calamar, he's gonna be pissed off, and he'll go out there. Oh hell no! And that's how you get your gold back.
Yeah, I just like the challenge of trying to get it back.
well, see, here's the thing. He was giving in to his ogre tendencies, and now he feels bad because he was going to use the party's treasure for his own personal use, and it got taken in the process.
I was
So now
wondering
he's
if
kind
that's
of
the reason.
responsible. He feels responsible to get back the tribes. I'm not going to
Calamar doesn't see a problem with this, but okay. But as long as Calamar doesn't know, then I guess Calamar won't do anything. He's instead identifying, art objects and shit.
Gromnar is feeling the very human emotion, shame.
Aww.
He is ashamed at himself right now. He was going to use the party's treasure for his own gains, and in the process, he got it taken.
Calamar is pretty pissed off too, but only if he knows about it.
Oh, it'll be a hell of a story that Gromnar will tell if he survives.
Well, I want to know from Asher, Bomb Chicken, wow, how is the guy?
Mainly she was taken off guard because Asher prefers to be the one who solicits rather than is solicited. But
yeah,
it's been a while, so I think he's doing fine.
Yeah. Well, Calamar will be later tonight having his first encounter. So yeah, that'll be interesting.
Oh my.
I love the RP. I love when our characters RP. This is the most fun we've ever had.
This is a lot of fun.
So, James isn't here to do it, so I kind of have to. I just have to ask, is it Calamar's first encounter, or is it Calamar's first group encounter?
His first encounter, period.
Oh.
He was saving himself for marriage.
Oh god, so he's just going, straight to the group thing. Good lord. Got all
No,
them damn people in the room.
No. When he's finished with it, then he'll go into the honeymoon suite, and it's just him and Tarana, and then the boom chicka wow wow. I haven't decided whether it's her first encounter too, or whether it's just his. But yeah.
It seems like probably not.
Yeah, I'm thinking not. I'm thinking, oh, you need somebody who knows what they're doing.
She seems self-assured
Yeah.
and pretty sex positive.
Oh yeah, she's definitely sex positive. But Calamar, when he gets his, he's gonna be like bomb 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 bomb. You've never seen him so confident in your life after this thing. Oh my god.
That's gonna be insufferable.
Just for the record, Drummer will not be making any little half ogre.
Aww. Well, you find the right woman. Hey, let me tell you, Comnar. You find the right woman. When Hanley Sellenmill presents you with your one true love, and you'll be making all kinds of half ogres. I mean, I'm figuring at least 12 children. Maybe 13 children? I don't know. How many children do elves usually have?
Like 2 or 3. Like seriously,
Yeah.
elves reproduce at a very slow rate.
I'm figuring at least 12. He's got, he's got to be able to create a new race of drow right here, on the surface. That's what they're for. But but they have years and years to worry about that. Years and years. There's a bird. I'm out on the porch. There's a bird that just flew up and landed,
read what you wrote, Paul.
And it's creaking like a little thing, and I'm like, what is your problem?
Baron is back, yay! Okay, so next up is Varen and company.
Yeah, let's see. I know those people walk in with a lot of money. Alright, what I recognize is Sack as Gromnar's.
I'll give you a chance. I want you to roll an intelligence check with a -8.
Oh, damn.
To tell the difference from one sack to the
Oh, okay. That's right, guys. I should have Baron is very smart. I still have a decent chance of actually nailing that.
Yeah, I want him to do it. Come on, Baron.
Well, decent chance, as in about 35%.
I mean, how many blood-covered large sacks could there possibly be in the...
You would be surprised with this group.
True.
Yeah.
Heck, I imagine, I imagine half of the treasure Packbat is carrying around right now is slathered in blood of some kind. As soon as this thing, loads up properly. Yeah, this will take a while. Josh, can you just do it for me?
Sure, yeah. Let's see, Varen. Checks. Ability. intelligence. Whoa, what the hell?
What's up?
Your dexterity score is breaking the machine here.
Why? My dex is like, You sure you got the right answer? Because Ryan's dex is like... Really? Ryan's dex is only 14. There's no special symbols or that or anything like that.
Weird. It shouldn't be breaking because... Let's see here. Bravo. Ability. Yeah, Bravo has intelligence on here. Why the hell doesn't Varen have intelligence?
He doesn't need it. His intelligence is so high. He's a god.
Oh, now he has it. For some reason he didn't have it before. So intelligence. -8. Okay, Varen.
Yeah?
You are able to tell the difference between Eastern Panoplian hemp and Western Panoplian hemp. Apparently, there's a huge difference between Eastern Panoplian hemp and Western Panoplian hemp, and the fibers in the bag that man has on the table are definitely Eastern Panoplian hemp. And it's the same Eastern Panoplian hemp as one of the sacks that Gromnar carried around tied to his body.
I made the check, guys. Alright. Varen's going to...
Your target number was you beat your target number by 1.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep. Varen recognizes this. And to confirm his suspicions, he's going to use his true seeing ability, then focus his gaze on the men around the sack.
Okay.
I'll roll the ability. Well, rather, it turns out my Adobe Flash is out of date. So yeah. That's right. I think it's like worse than Java when it comes to updates. And they keep asking me to install McAfee. No. It literally bricked my dad's computer a decade ago.
Alright, so the man with the bag, his aura is black and jagged. And then the other two men, their auras are gray and jagged. Their halo, if you will. So he has a black and jagged halo.
Wow. Not only is amazing, not only might Gromnar go to jail, Varen might end up going right with him.
You hear whispering in the opposite end of the room from this guy. And he's looking over at that guy at the other side, shaking his head.
Don't worry, Varen. We'll be cuddle buddy.
Okay, anything else from Varen and Company? Alright, next up is Leifon Show. Are you there, Brad? Brad, are you there? Okay, next up is Calamar.
Calamar is going to identify, or praise, I should say, our object 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right. So this is a bust. Weighs about 10 pounds. It's carved out of solid ivory. Okay. And it's not so much a bust, but it's the size of a bust. Okay. And it is depicting like rural landscapes, like there's like a farmhouse and a windmill and a barn and a grain silo and like corn rows, or no, a wheat field, and like a little farmer family lined up in front of the house. The father has a pitchfork and the mother has a frying pan, and little children have shovels. And you determine that this little statue of sorts, depicting rural landscapes, is worth 2,000 gold coins because of its workmanship and the fact that it's carved out of one solid piece of ivory.
Ooh,
Yeah.
this is very lovely. See this? Old. Yeah. Meanwhile, out in the yeah, another one falls for Nar's charm. Yes, they do. Meanwhile, Josie goes, "Hey, Dean!" And she's beating her wings against him, like competitively, like. I thought I was getting healed.
Varen, should I heal her
Hello?
now? I mean, where the hell are you?
Here, and I'm beating him on the chest, and like,
Oh,
here.
Oh, you're right there. Okay, I sees you now. I sees you. Okay. Hey, Varen, can I heal her now? James, are you there? James? James? James, are you there? Well, I'm real sorry. I'm real sorry, little gal, but Varen's kind of, I don't know if he wants me to heal you or not. Maybe in just a little while.
I can have actually, yeah, I can just have Dean, cast the spell already. It's just
Oh yeah, here.
yeah, I got wrapped up in the whole theft angle, and for some reason I can't see a darn thing on this map. So there's that.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. So, yep, just have. Second level. Moderate. Boost.
Where did
I'm almost dead.
Yeah,
Please,
Deed
are you
plucks
serious?
Jesse in the head. 5 points. Oh wait, that's the candle. Where is Jesse? Like right on top of the candle, but you know what? 5 hit points.
Standing on top of the-
Also, you're super low, Shannon. Like, super low. I can barely hear you.
Damn it!
Yeah, she was right over the candle, but it doesn't matter. She was like beating Varen and Dean alternately with her wings, going, "Somebody heal me! God, I can't. Don't cause me to die in here. That would be embarrassing. Ah!" And I got the 5 points, so yay.
Hey, real quick, I was distracted when you gave the value for that pastoral carving. What was that?
1,000 gold coins.
Thank you.
Yep. And time now for Asher and company.
Asher continues to get late, I guess.
All right.
Boom chicka wow wow.
Next up is Gromnar.
We did not need an update.
I'm here. I'm just finding my way to my tokening.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I'm nearly got. Or at least, okay. Can you shift ping me if you're able? I
Yep.
totally. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go. But I don't think it'll be my turn before next turn anyway. So anyway, this has been the most fun ever, and I'll see you all next time.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, Shannon.
It might be
Bye,
like
honey.
dramatically. Yeah, later. Might be dramatically appropriate to like end the session when Gromnar shows up, so we have that nice big confrontation. Rich
Yeah,
bar
that would be
fight.
awesome. Yeah. Anyway, I gotta run. Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you next week.
Yeah, just this can wait till after the stream's off.
And Gromnar has taken off at a jog, and next round he will start running. I do believe I'm still heading in the right direction.
Yes. Okay. And we will end the session right there. Okay. Back to the crossroads. Did anyone gain a level?
No, but we get to yet another bar fight.
Oh yeah. Another bar.
Actually,
Yep.
just a quick question.
Yeah.
At one point in a martial arts style, I only get the form, right?
Yes. No maneuvers.
Yep, next maneuver is chi attack.
But the cool thing about every maneuver is they give you a free extra attack. So on top of your, high mastery, grand mastery, all that, if you're doing a martial arts style that can use that weapon, you get a free extra attack. It's awesome.
Yeah, one thing's for sure, if I can get my hands on a wish spell, I'm definitely dropping the longbow. I mean, it was helpful when I had it, but now it's kind of, useless.
Yeah.
On account that if I need to kill something at a distance, I'm fast enough that I can just fly over and stab it.
Yeah. And now you have a lot more hit points too.
Yeah.
So nobody gained a level or anything like that? Okay. Any feedback for me on camera?
Nah, we're good.
Okay.
Had a good time.
Cool. I'm not using that virtual tabletop thing, virtual tabletop enhancement suite anymore, because it's just causing too many crashes. And I noticed right away when I stop using it, like how much faster everything responds, and I can pan around no problem, and it's just not worth it.
Dude, that was the first time since you started using it that me personally, when I moved my token, you saw it instantly.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
So-
it's a bit of lag. Oh, I do think low key. I do think your goal might be to get everyone late at some point.
Yeah. That
Hey,
guy.
all you got left is Gromnar and I guess technically Calamar and Velcane.
Oh, you missed it. You missed your opportunity to poke fun at Callum.
There are plenty of opportunities to poke fun at Calamar.
And Gromnar has no intentions of making any little half-o.
I have no idea what religion that guy could possibly be.
I was wondering the same thing.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm thinking maybe Hera. I gotta check.
Well, you should have to remember one key tenet. The priests do not take vows of chastity. Otherwise, that boy just lost his powers.
Yeah, he could be a cleric of Hera. Let's see. Because of Hera's vengefulness, her priests must avenge even the slightest insult to their goddess by arranging the offender's death through direct action, trickery, or deception. And armor, all weapons, club, cudgel, staff. I guess that would fit. We could say he's not actually using a hammer.
Yeah.
That might fit. But anyways, anything else? Nobody gained a level or anything?
Nah. Unless
Getting closer,
you
but
would
still
have
be
cost me 150,000 right now. But no, it'll be a little while.
I probably will this month.
I might before the end of next year.
Oh, he could totally be a priest of Odin.
Ooh. That would make a little bit more sense. Like, most clerics do not jive with Asher, but Priest of Odin very well might.
Yeah.
I used to play a priest of Thor. They're fun.
He could be. Okay. Priests of Freya are always female, so it couldn't be that.
Well, that's getting more difficult. That's a complicated answer there.
He's bald and has a beard. It's not.
Oh, definitely Odin.
Yeah, probably Odin. Okay.
In other words, he's like a human version of Dean.
Kind of.
Just like tall. That's right. You slept with taller Dean.
Let's see. Gods of Odin, or priests of Odin. To be a priest of Odin, one must be a chieftain of a tribe. Odin's priests must like fighting. In addition, they must be good tacticians and leaders of men. They must always be in the front lines during battle. Abilities must meet requirements for fighter class. Alignment, any. Weapons, any. Armor, all. Spells, all. Animal combat, divination, elemental protection, and summoning. So no healing or necromantic. Power level 1 extra HP per level. And at level 10, Thaco of a fighter of the same level. And they can turn undead.
Well, look at it this way. If Vera gets polymorphed into a human, Priest of Odin would be very practical for him.
Yeah.
They're like a druid that can't heal in any way, shape, or form, but they have access to the combat sphere, like a cleric.
Interesting.
Or like a paladin. Yeah, what's up?
Go ahead, Jared.
How do I sound?
You sound like a fairy or something. Or like
So the voice changer is working.
Yeah.
It don't sound very good, does it?
It sounds pretty cool, actually. You kind of sound like Jiminy Cricket or like
I'm thinking Dale from King of the Hill, actually.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, Dale from King of the Hill, yeah.
Well, Josh, when we get ready to do this, you already know what you're gonna have to change, right?
Oh, what's that?
Right next to my name.
Oh, yeah, your nickname?
Yeah, you gotta put an S in front of the he.
Oh, you're gonna play a female.
Yep, we got a shelf.
Okay.
Shelf.
All right.
Yeah, I thought it was called a shelf.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So no feedback.
I just love it. We have like first this is becoming mostly it's like basically like the main characters are all like drow except for like 3 people.
And the thing is, I never knew anybody was playing a drow.
Oh yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, I guess everybody wants to be. Oh, let's be real. The drow are the hottest elves. Oh, that's not much of an achievement.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can see in the dark, and you know, if we don't like you, we're gonna send your butt away.
They have a lot of cool shit they can do too that other elves can't, like a bunch of free spells and stuff. Okay, so for
And
our
the
viewers,
best part is you can tell their women apart from their men.
yeah, yeah. For our viewers, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you're watching us live on Twitch, please hit that heart-shaped button at the top of the screen. That's the follow button. It helps us out immensely. Once you do that, it'll ask you for permissions for mobile notifications every time we go live. I play AD&D 2nd Edition in the Mystara setting on Friday nights. I also play as Dungeon Master of this campaign, my homebrew setting, the Orb of Solynod Hex, every Saturday. And then I also do world building streams about 2 or 3 times a week, depending on my schedule. If you're watching us on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell. You'll receive a notification every time we upload a new video. I usually upload the sessions on Friday nights to a playlist, and the Orb of Solynod Hex to its own playlists. And then if you are interested in helping us out in any way, shape, or form, I strongly urge you to explore our links to Patreon and PayPal. The PayPal is for one-time small donations, and the Patreon is for a monthly pledge. It's kind of like a subscription. For as little as $1, you can get access to a special Patreon's only voice channel on our Discord, where you can talk to me during world building sessions. You also get access to a monthly newsletter that I write every month that further expands AD&D 2nd Edition macro content on Roll20. I've been doing a lot of class and race abilities. This latest one is going to be the Paladin class. So we look forward to that in this month's issue of that newsletter. And thank you again for watching, and hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.